Well, hello everybody and happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025 at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Welcome everybody. Thought I'd show myself today. Haven't shown myself in a while, so I thought I'd say hello. How are you guys doing? Is everybody having a great day, I hope? All right, so we have a ton of people on today already. I was like looking at all the comments. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. I think that's so fun that you guys are like friends with everybody else on the channel and you got to say hello to everybody on here. So it's as soon as another person comes on, then everybody says hi to that person. So you guys are so sweet to each other. It's so fun. All right, let me say hello. Hold on one second. Oh, I got to tell you one thing real quick before I forget. All right, tomorrow, Stampin' Up just announced this yesterday. So tomorrow starts free shipping. So I know a lot of you guys have been asking about that. And it's free shipping tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. So you know what happens with the free shipping? Stuff will sell out. So I would say get up early tomorrow and start, or do your order tonight is even better. Get your order ready tonight before you go to bed. And then tomorrow morning, you can just get up and hit send. Just make sure it's over $75 and you will get free shipping. And then you also get your 10% back in rewards. So that's like getting 20% off. And then if you're a demonstrator, you get an additional 20 or 25% off. So that's a great deal. All right. Hey, Shirley. Hey, Regina. Hey, Tony. Hey, Diane. Hey, Wendy. Hey, Lou. Hey, Gloria. Hey, Vicky. Oh, everybody just went flying by. Hold on. Let me find my place on here. Hey, oh, did I say Gloria? Vicky, yep. Let me see. Hey, Therese. Hey, Sharon. Hey, the other Vicky. Hey, Marva. Some of you guys are on here like 10 times already. So I'm trying to sift through who I haven't said to. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, Paula, Deborah, Marilyn, Robin. Beautiful day in Rockland, California, 78 degrees. Well, today was a little bit cooler, but it was still like, I don't know, 88. It's a little cooler than it was, but not too much. The humidity was not so bad today, so that's a good thing. Debbie Hamilton. Well, guess what, Debbie Hamilton? This is where I got the idea for today's card. So Debbie sent me a card. I can't remember when she sent it, but she sent me this card a while back. So I was looking for an idea for the video for today. And so this is the card. And this is like the easiest fun fold ever. And look at that. You get the whole inside and then it opens up this way. So, so it folds. So it's great for the 6x6. And that's one reason I have been dying to use this piece of paper in the Beautiful Gallery paper. And I was like, how are you supposed to do a card with this paper? Because it's 6x6. And if you cut it at the 4 inches, or even if you cut it either way, you're going to cut off a lot of that vase with the flowers in it. So I haven't really used this piece of paper in there. And I was like, ugh. And when I saw her card in my basket of cards, I save all the cards that you guys send me. And so I have a basket just of fun fold cards. And so I saw hers and I'm like, oh my gosh, that'd be perfect for that vase with the flowers in it. So that's what I did. So I've got a bunch of those. So this is the one we're going to make today. I'm going to show you some of the other ones that I made today. I just sat and made a whole bunch. I just grabbed a bunch of 6x6 paper and you can use any designer paper, but the 6x6 works really great. So, and you want to pick one that has a pretty backside to it. Because if the backside's ugly, then it's not going to work. So, because it's going to show the back a little bit. Now, hers is folded over 2 inches. So hers is an actual 6x6. Well, 5 1/4 by 6. So she didn't cut anything off this way, but cut 3/4 of an inch off the top. I made mine just a little bit smaller. So my piece right here is 1 1/2 instead of 2 inches. But you can do it either way. I wanted more of the flowers to show. So I cut mine down just a 1/2 inch this way. So it's 5.5. And I scored it at the wrong spot because I scored it first and then I folded it over and I'm like, oh, I don't like that much of the back showing. So then I cut off a 1/2 inch and then I was like, oh, my score's in the wrong place. So I had to fix it. All right, so I'm gonna turn the camera down. I just wanted to say hello because you guys always say, we want to see what you look like. So I never do that. So let me get my things situated. Oh, I just took a picture. My camera is very sensitive. Hold on, let me find the down button. Okay. You're looking at the ceiling. Here we go. And I know last time a lot of you guys were joking me about that. Because I didn't even realize it. Okay, let me take that out of the way. All right. Let me see. Let's fix this a little bit. Put that up higher. All right. Here we go. All right, let me just look at some of the people that just came on, see if anybody's got anything important. Everybody's just saying hello. Okay. Love those cards. Thank you, Robin. What is holding? Oh, this is actually a present one of my friends gave me for my birthday a couple years ago. Her name's Robin, too. And it's just a little box, like a wood box, and then she decorated it. So it's just a wood box, and it's just perfect to hold my camera because it's like maybe 6 by 6 inches. It's a cigar box. Oh. So it's a cigar box, and I just put it on the side, and then my camera will sit right there. And it's like just the right height. So, there, let me see if I got that straight. Yep. Okay, so here was Debbie's card again. So this is the front. It opens like that, and then you open that for the inside. So that's hers. And then, so here's the one we're making today. So this is the front, and it opens like that, except ignore that score line right there because that's the wrong one. And then you open it, and this is the inside. So this is what we're making. These are some of the other ones that I made, though, because I was just playing around with paper. They're all exactly the same. This one I did leave the 2 inches, but this is the only one that I did that. So that's that one. I've also been wondering what to do with this one because of the same reason, because I didn't want to cut off part of the picture. And then I didn't stamp the rest of these on the inside. So then we've got this one. I love, love, love this paper. And then I didn't stamp anything, so it's just white on the inside. And then this one. So these couple are with the, what is that called? Thoughtful Journey. And then the rest are with Beautiful Gallery. So the paper is gorgeous. This is one of my favorite packs, and it's still around. So you open it up. There's that. You could actually stamp something else on the ends right there too, like underneath. And then stamp flowers, whatever you want on the inside. But I was trying to hurry up because I didn't start working on this till like 2 o'clock this afternoon. Because I had this one I love with the boats. That I also scored this one before I cut it. Because I scored all of them at 4 inches, and I'm like, oh, I want to cut off more. So some of them I was able to cut from the other side. But and the words are from Love and Strength. So we're using this one. So, and then I've got the circle. I cannot find my stylish shapes, which is really bothering me. I've looked everywhere like 10 times. I cannot find it. And I went, the last time I remember using it was like a month ago. And I don't know where I put it. So I just used the punches. So it's 1 3/4 and 2-inch circle punches. But you can use any punch you want to get that. And I'm going to show you how to cut your paper down. So you're going to start with 6 by 6 paper, and we're just going to cut it first. So you don't have to cut it this way if you don't want to. You can have it 6 inches, but I'm going to cut it down to 5.5, but I'm going to cut it this way first. Has to be 5 1/4 because you can only have 5 1/4 here. Unless you're in another country like Europe, they do their cards taller. I think theirs are a little skinnier and a little bit taller, so they could have it longer. But with this one, I tried to keep as much of it as I could, so I just cut a little bit off the top, and I always do mine upside down. So hold on. I know you guys joke me, some of you guys, but some of you guys actually do it the same way I do. All right, so we just want to cut, I'm getting ready to knock all my stuff off. A little bit. Let me do the bottom first. We're going to cut just under the pot. So we're cutting that piece off. Then I'm going to turn it around, and this needs to be 5 1/4. So I'm going to put it at 5 1/4 and cut that. So you can save these pieces if you want to, but they're kind of skinny, so I didn't save it. All right, so now it's 5 1/4 this way, and then we want 5 1/2 this way. So I cut this off this side. But if you don't want to cut it, you don't have to. And that's 5 1/2. And this piece you're going to save. And then if you have, that's what we're going to put right here for this. So that's where I got all of the little slivers. That's where I got that from, cutting off the edge right here. So you want to save those. So now we've got 5 1/2 by 5 1/4, and you want to score it. Make sure you get your scoring one at 4 inches here, okay? And I'm doing mine upside down, so I'm going to spin it around. So if you're doing it at the top, you just go to 4, but you want it on the right side at 4. So we're going to take our scoring blade and just score it right there. So there you go. So it's 4 inches, and then this will be 1 1/2 inches. And there's, so that's our fold right there. So you just do that for all the pieces, and that's it. So what else you need is, we're doing 5. So the reason we're doing 5 is because I have a meeting next week, and I have to do a swap, and it's a fun fold swap, so I have to make 12. So I said, I might as well do this for my swap, and we're going to go ahead and do 5 of them. So these are already cut and scored. So there's your 5 1/2 by 5 1/4. Scored at 4 inches. Then here's the base, 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 black. And here's the inside piece, 5 1/4 by 4 basic beige. And I picked basic beige because it goes better with the flowers. So there you go, 2 inch and 1 3/4. Oh, I forgot to put, this is, forgot the color. This is basic gray. I forgot to write it on here. Hold on. Let me see if I can squeeze it in. Basic, I know it's going to be small, gray. And then this one is basic beige. I know that's tiny, but that's what color it is. So I tried black first, and when I did the black, I didn't really like it. So I went back and I changed this to basic gray because it's almost exactly the same as that color right there. So basic gray, and then this is the little sliver that I cut off. So we're going to use that, and that is 1/2 by 5 1/4. So there you go. So take a screenshot of that. Oops, I gotta put the picture. Hold on, hold on. Let me get that in here. I'm out of room. Let me see. Let me move this one down here. And put the there, and then we'll put that there. All right, so there you go. Not ready. Feels like, oh, school's starting. Dang, we don't start school here till the day after Labor Day, but maybe, I think this year they are going to start a little bit early, like a week early. Yeah, we do inches here, so you can just change it to metric. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I know it's like 2.5 centimeters in an inch, but I don't know exactly how many that is equal to on here. My ruler has both, though. I can tell you. Now I lost my ruler. Wait a minute. Dang, I just had it. Well, here it is. Okay, I have both. So let's see. So if you're doing centimeters, it is, oh, almost 14, not quite, across, and 13, sliver over 13. So about 13 by 14, but it's actually a little bit off of that. And then score it almost 4 centimeters. Oh, so I don't know how you guys do that. If the centimeters are not, they don't exactly equal. I guess you gotta do like a little bit over. I don't know. Okay, you ready? Let's go. This is gonna be a fast one today. That's why we're doing 5. Then I only have to make 7 more for my swap. So I had a class this morning. We did a fun fold class today. And that was a lot of fun. And the girls loved the cards. So I'll be doing those videos soon. All right, first thing I'm going to stamp is the flower on the inside. So I'm using the Beautiful Gallery, not Beautiful Gallery, what is it? Gallery Blooms. The paper is Beautiful Gallery, I think. And the stamp set, I forgot to bring the stamp set, is Gallery Bloom. I keep getting the wrong name. Ah! Okay, so we're just going to stamp the flower down at the bottom. And I'm using Basic Gray as my only color today. So just stamp that on each one. So we had a lot of fun today. It was a good class. And so then after class, I really wanted to take a nap, but then I was like, oh, I haven't done my project yet. And I thought this was only going to take me a few minutes, but I ended up making so many. Oops, I missed one. I made the one, and then I was like, oh, I really should do it with some more paper. So I went ahead and grabbed several pieces of paper to show you different samples. So the words are going to go on the basic beige smaller circle, which is 1 3/4. And just stamp that right in the middle. You could do something in the background if you wanted to, but I didn't. I was trying to make these pretty easy. When you have to do a swap and you got to make a bunch, then you want to keep it pretty simple. But it doesn't look so simple. It looks like it's a lot of work, doesn't it? All right, so there's all the stamping you have to do, just the words, unless you want to put something on the else on the inside. I don't think you really need to. I think that's good. You could color that if you wanted to. So that was Basic Beige ink. All right, then we're going to put that on the inside of this. So we don't need this ugly scrap paper anymore. All right. Oh my gosh, Debbie, you do not have this paper. I think I'm like on my 5th pack, I think. It's like my favorite. I love it. Uh-oh. Clogged up. All right, so just put that right on the inside. Probably should put my glasses on so I can see. Don't you love this? We're like done with the stamping. We're gonna be done in about 5 minutes. I should have done all of them, all 12 of them. I probably could have done all 12 in like less than an hour. Because it's not gonna take that long. So I have a new favorite show I'm watching. I finished Bloodlines, and I finished Sullivan's Crossing. So now I'm watching Bosch, which is really good. It's an older show, and I had started watching it at one time and just didn't finish, and so I really only watched like 1 episode. And So there's a new series out called Ballard. I got glue on this. With, what's her name? Maggie Q, I think is her name. And I love her. So I started watching that, and I realized after the first episode, it's a spin-off from the show Bosch, Bosch. And that was on like a long time ago. So they say if you want to watch Ballard, you really should go back and watch Bosch first. So that's what I did. All right, so these, you're just going to score it. Let me get a thingamabobber. A little... Okay, I can't find my little scraper doohickey thingy. Well, dang it. Why is it I can never find anything when I'm having a video? I swear. I know it was just right here a minute ago, too. Huh. I don't know where it went. Oh, well. All right, we're just going to have to do without it because I can't find it. So I'm just going to use my fingernail, and then that gets glued to the front. We're just going to improvise. Glue that right onto the front. That's a little crooked. All right, and then this piece goes on here. I wish this piece was all the way gray, but it gets some of that bottom part there. And that goes right down the middle, just to give it a little bit of contrast in there. I like that. All right, then we've got our next one. Can't believe I can't find my thingamabobber. So that show is really, really good. It's kind of like a police crime. You know, he's a detective, and so each episode, well, it's kind of like the whole first season is all about the same case, and they're trying to find a serial killer, and it's really good. Okay, there we go. So these come together really, really fast without too much work, which is always my favorite kind of card, when it's sweet and simple and looks like it took a lot of time, but it didn't. And you can say, oh, I just slaved over this card all day long. I used to have a customer, she's she doesn't stamp anymore because she's gotten really a lot older and has poor health and everything, but she used to make these cards for me that took her like 3 days to make, and they were so incredible. And so like for my birthday and stuff, she would give me these cards, and I would be like, oh my gosh, how long did that take you? She'd be like, 3 days, you know, like all day for 3 days she'd be working on these cards. I'm like, I don't have the patience to spend that much time on one. Have I watched Death in Paradise? I know I haven't heard of that. I'm gonna have to write that down. Night Agent is really good. I watched the first season. I thought was a lot better than the second season, though. I loved the first season. I didn't really love the second. You know what other show I really liked? The Diplomat. I love Carrie Russell. She is really good. Prison Break. Oh my gosh, Prison Break. Oh, it's on Amazon Prime. Prison Break was so good. Oh my gosh, that was so good. I loved that. It's kind of like Prison Break. Well, I mean, not kind. I mean, they were in prison, but this guy Bosch, he's like, he's a detective, but he's like the best detective there is. He can figure out stuff that nobody else can figure out, and it's just really good. All right, so one more. Somehow I have an extra one of Okay. Oh, you know what I decided? I'm going to have another card contest because I haven't done one in a long time. So I'm going to do a card contest starting today. And when I was looking through all the cards that I had gotten for, it was when I did the contest that was a fun fold contest, and I had them all in a basket. They were just a basket of fun folds, and it was like, it made my job so much easier because I just found 4 cards that I liked to fold on. So isn't that cool? So you just open it up. There's the whole card. All right, so then I did not use dimensionals. You can use dimensionals if you want to. I liked it better flat. I was afraid with the dimensionals it might pop off easier. So so what I did was I just put glue on half of it. And I did this before I did the words because then you don't have to worry about making sure the words are straight. Kind of figure out where you want it to go. I put it down here because I didn't want to cover the flower up. So I just put it like right about there. And then just make sure, got one little drop of glue there. Then put the words on. So then, because the first one I did, I glued the words down first, and then I was like, when I flipped it over, I was like, oh shoot. It was a little teeny bit crooked. All right, so there's one. Ghost, the US version, Ghost. Oh, the one that's on right now, Ghost, like about these people that buy a house and it's haunted. I've watched it before. I don't watch it like all the time, but I've seen a few episodes. It is funny though. I don't watch too many comedies anymore because I just don't think they're nearly as funny as they used to be. You know, like back in the day we had Golden Girls and we had Friends and we had Carol Burnett's show and all these great comedy shows that were just hysterical. And I think most of the shows nowadays are just not that funny. And this is probably the hardest part of the whole card, is making sure you get the glue on the right side so you don't get any on the other side. But there's really not too many comedies that are really that funny. They all have like that canned laughter and they're just kind of not that funny. Oh, you know what else is good? I told you this last week though. The Summer I Turned Pretty. Oh my gosh, that's good. But I thought it was the whole season and it was only like 2 episodes. So I started watching it and after the 2nd episode it stopped and I'm like, what? So I guess it's gonna be on like each week. And then I started watching Bachelor in Paradise too. And it's got the golden one people on there, like the older people that are my age or, you know, a little bit older. And it's so funny watching them. They're all like, I don't know, hungry maybe is the word. I am flying through these cards. Maybe I should go slower. Do I have access to Me TV or Comedy Channel? No. No, but I have like Ion Channel, which has a lot of Golden Girls and things like that. Oh, Reacher's really good. But again, I liked the first season better than the 2nd season. What else is good? There's so many good things on Netflix and Amazon. I hardly even watch regular TV. All right, so there we go. Now we're going to put gems. So I've got my, what are they called? Adhesive-backed textured dots. And you can also use the other ones that look just like this, but they're so much heavier. And I found they don't, because they're so heavy, they don't stick as well. I think they're called pressed flowers, maybe. All right, so I stuck 3 of these on here. Put one right in the middle. You can not put it in the flower if you don't want to, but I just thought that looked cute. See how fast these are? I could have made all 12 of these on this video. But I have been organizing my stamping stuff, my cards and like my papers and all that stuff. So I've been doing that. I just grab a whole bunch of stuff and then sit down in front of the TV and start organizing. And I'm like going through all my old cards and throwing some out that are just, you know, that I don't really like anymore, and deciding which ones to give away and which ones to copy. I found so many good ideas to copy from like years ago and just change the paper. I'm telling you, I have literally like probably 1,000 or more cards. And even though I give away like so many cards, I still have so many cards left. I could give away cards till the end of the century. Never run out, I think. If only postage wasn't so expensive. But thank you guys, all of you that send me stamps. I really appreciate that, because that does help. All right, and then we of course have to squirt some shimmer on these. I did remember it. So let's do that. Wow, we are just zooming through this. Love it. You might want to open it up and do some on the inside too. Love that. Can you see it? So pretty. Love it. Okay, so there's one. Two. This is one of my favorite sheets from that pack, and I'm so glad I figured out a way to do a card with it. So hopefully everybody who gets one will love it. I have a really good joke tonight. All right, let me read some comments. So there's all the cards. That was quick, wasn't it? Love it. So is that not the easiest fun fold you've ever seen? Let me go back and look at the comments. Oh, Bill's on here. Hey, Bill, I didn't even see ya. Yay. If you guys just came in late, don't forget, we talked about this at the beginning. I glued this down underneath here. Free shipping starts tonight at midnight Mountain Time, 2 a.m. Eastern Time. I have crumbled this all up. On $75 or more orders, so you'll get free shipping, and that's like 11% you save. So if you do a $100 order, you save $11. You also get your $10 in rewards. So if you order $100, you'll get free shipping, so you save $11. Then you get $10 back for your next order or a later order. And if you're a demonstrator, you also get your discount. So you'll save an additional 20, 25, 30%, however much you get. Depends on how much your sales are. Let's see. Let me just read comments for just a second. Oh, Joan says she likes Bosch books. I didn't know they were books too. Oh, your sister's not doing well. Uh-oh, I missed that. That's not good. Vicky Eakins, that's what I was just talking about. I don't know if you heard that. Ballard is a sequel to Bosch. So if you haven't watched Bosch yet, you want to go back and watch that first before Ballard, because it's kind of, they talk about him in that show, so you need to go back and watch that. Have I seen where the black cardstock smears? What? The black cardstock smears off on the inside layer. I never heard of that. So you mean you're talking about like this smears onto here? I never heard of that. I don't think I've ever had that happen before. And I use black quite a bit. Let me see. Oh yeah, Bosch Legacy. Yeah, that's right. There's Bosch, Bosch Legacy, then Ballard. So 3 of them. And it's on Amazon Prime. Bill, I missed what you said about your sister. I'll have to go back and look. Death in Paradise. I gotta watch that. Untamed is on my list. I'm gonna watch that. I gotta write that down. Death in Paradise. Okay. I'm almost done. Maryland. Lincoln Lawyer. I didn't watch that. Oh, Department Q was good. I saw that. Reacher's good. All right. I think I got most of these. Lisa's. Oh, Netflix and Hallmark. What are the stars behind your names? Oh. If you join the channel, you get a star behind your name. So if you join the channel, it's only $2.99 a month, or you can do more if you want. It just helps support my channel, and it's kind of like a little tip for me for doing all these free videos, because I have almost 700 videos now that are all free video tutorials for you guys. So basically, it's like a free class every time I do a video. And so several people have joined just to help support that and help. It also helps pay for postage on all the cards I give away. So it's only $2.99 a month. So it's not that much, but then it does help me. So, and especially now since Stampin' Up took our host rewards away. So that's good. You don't like, oh, thanks, Vicky. You don't like the gem in the middle of the rose. Well, you don't have to put the gem in the middle of the rose. I like the gem in the middle of the rose. But if you don't like it, you can take it off and put it somewhere else. We'll take that one off. There. Put it somewhere else. I kind of like it there, though. We'll put it over here. There we go. Is that better? See, I kind of like it there in the middle. All right, who agrees with Vicky? Because if you guys don't like that in the middle, I do like it in the middle. But I'm going to have to go back because I'm giving this to all the people at our meeting. So the black, I had never heard about the black smudging. That's weird. Okay. Oh, card contest. Oh, yeah. Started talking about that and then got sidetracked. So, card contest. We're going to start today. And let's say, what's today? The 22nd. Let's say they'll be due in, let's say the middle of August. Like, is 3 weeks enough, or should we do like 4 weeks? What do you think? Christine says she likes it in the middle. Okay. Oh, Kenzie, did you see you won a card? Last time. You won a card and haven't claimed it yet. So you need to claim your card. Okay. Well, we have one person says they like it in the middle, one person doesn't. Well, 2 people don't. Oh, card contest. Okay, so should we do like the August 15th or just a whole month and say August like 22nd? And then, you know, we're going to have to do one in October for my birthday. Yes, Kenzie, I do send them to Ken. I send the cards to anywhere that you are. I have global stamps that I can send them anywhere. Okay, so One person. Sasmataz says a whole month for shipping. Should we have a theme? Okay, so we'll do four weeks. So we'll say card contest due August 22nd. And should we have a theme? Like a fall card or a fun fold or what do you guys think about a theme? I think the last time we did one, it was fun fold. Nobody's saying anything. Fun fold. I know fun folds are fun. All right, let's say a theme of, it has to be Stampin' Up stamps and stuff. That's the only really requirement. And let's say a fun fold or a fall card, either one. It doesn't matter. I like both. Or you could do a fall fun fold. Yeah, fall cards would be pretty. Yeah, current Stampin' Up stuff. So that way, when I show everybody the cards, they can order whatever. Yeah, we're going to send them to me, and I'm going to put my address up at the end. And a fall fun fold. Yeah. So try to do a fall fun fold. It does, but if you want to do just a fall card or just a fun fold, that's okay too. I'm not going to be really strict, but I am strict about the Stampin' Up stuff. So I really want to have current Stampin' Up product. So try to do that. And then we'll pick winners. So I'll pick, let's see, usually we have about 10 winners total. So I'll pick like 6 that are my favorite and then like 4 random people. So we'll get a little bit of both. Nobody said to Lisa, so then mine will be the only one. What? The middle. No, I haven't seen the fall winter catalog yet. There are fall stamps in this catalog, the current one. And there's some online too. Kenzie, you don't have any current stamps? Don't send your cards to Lisa. What? Yeah, send them all to Marilyn. Yeah, I'll put the address up at the end. All right, let me tell you my joke. So here's my joke. This is really funny. This is from Vicki Eakins. She always sends me the best jokes. A lot of you guys send me jokes, and I thank you guys so much for that. But I would say probably 2/3 of them I've already done. So Vicki is usually really good about sending me ones I haven't done. So this is really funny. Dave and Pete were a couple of drinking buddies who worked as aircraft engineers in New York. One day, the airport was fogged in and they were stuck in the hangar with nothing to do. Dave said, "Man, I wish we had something to drink." Pete replied, "Me too. You know, I've heard you can drink jet fuel and get a buzz. You want to try it?" So they pour a couple of glasses of high-octane goodness and get completely smashed. The next morning, Dave wakes up and feels surprisingly amazing. No hangover, no side effects, nothing. Then the phone rings. It's Pete. Pete says, "Hey man, how you feeling this morning?" Dave says, "I feel great. How about you?" Pete says, "Same. That jet fuel is brilliant stuff. No hangover at all. We should do this more often." Dave says, "Absolutely best idea ever." Pete says, "Yeah, but just one thing." Dave says, "What's that?" Pete says, "Have you farted yet?" And Dave says, "No, why?" "You better not, because I'm in Canada." So they were in New York, and he ends up in Canada. That jet fuel blew him all the way across the country. Across the border. I laughed out loud at that one. I did not see that coming at all. Oh yeah, don't forget to do thumbs up. All right, so if you're watching and you like my stuff, please don't forget to do thumbs up, like, share, comment, all that good stuff for me. We've got cards to give away. Kenzie's, you still need to send me your address. And here are the ones for today. All right. Shake them up. Shake them up. All right. First one is Annie Wagner. Gets that one. Next one is Betty Burke. Betty Burke gets that one. Next one is Debbie Lindauer. And the last one for today is Lorena Snyder. Lorena Snyder. So there are the winners for today. So congratulations. Let me put my address. So here's my email. So email me your address if you want a card. It's stampgirl2@cox.net. And then I'm going to flip it over and show you my address. I know that joke was good, wasn't it? I have seen, I don't know if you guys watch reels, but there's these jokes now from these two guys that are Bigfoot. So it's like Bigfoot and the Abominable Snowman. Sometimes it's two Bigfoot, and sometimes it's like one is Bigfoot and one is the Abominable Snowman. And they tell the most hysterical jokes, but most of them are dirty jokes. So I can't tell them on here, but oh my gosh, they're hysterical. So I just crack up. I just sit there like in bed at night watching these reels and these jokes and just laugh so loud. All right, so here's my address for the contest. And make sure, like Cheech and Chong, they were not Bigfoot. So make sure if you are sending a card for the contest, make sure you put contest on the envelope so I'll know that it's a card for the contest. If it's just a regular card or a card for my mother, then don't put that on there. But if it's for the contest, make sure you put that on the envelope. Here's the addresses for people who need prayers and cards. And I'm going to flip this over in just a second so get a screenshot of that. And so if you're late, free shipping starts tomorrow morning. Well, really tonight in the middle of the night. So free shipping the next 3 days on $75 or more orders. And Vicky says, can we make them using Stampin' Up stamps that are not current? I'd rather you use current just because when people see the cards, they're going to say, oh, I love that card. I want to make it. And if whatever you're using is not available, then they can't, you know, kind of like if I do a video and I said, I made this gorgeous card. I said, oh, but this paper is not available anymore. Sorry. You'd kind of be like, dang, I really want to make that card. So it just really would be better if you used current stuff. I'm sure you got something current. Oh, flip this over. Here's the other two. I do have a couple card kits. Oh, and I forgot also, don't forget that I had a Happy Mail I forgot to show you. Dang it. This is from Robin Steyer. I totally forgot about it. I just started talking. She sent me a gorgeous card. Look at that. I love it. Isn't that beautiful? Love it. Gorgeous, gorgeous. That's that Kintsugi stamp set and paper. And then don't forget the card kit. This is the card kit right now. So if your order is $100 or more, you'll get this card kit plus a card. I did mail out all the last card kits on Friday, and you should be getting them any day now. If you haven't already, I sent the tutorial yesterday, so hopefully you got that if you got a kit. And I think that's it. I do have some card kits, but I'll do those next time. All right, you guys, thanks so much for joining me. I hope you loved this video. Don't forget, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff for me. And also, if you are not getting notifications, make sure you go back and check that you have signed up for notifications and clicked the bell, because YouTube deleted a whole bunch of people's stuff on, not just mine, but a lot of people's channels. So there you go. All right, you guys, I'll see you on Saturday. Have a great rest of your week and stay cool. Bye-bye.